Hey there YouTube fans, AC Productions here, and today I'm going to be showing you on how to do a straight pipe on your R3. There's two methods that you could use to do this. You could either use a welder or you could use a clamp. It just depends on the pipe that you're going to be using. Now today I have a customer's bike here. As you can see, it's a nice grayish black. It's a 2016 R3. The reason I'm not using my bike is because I have a full race exhaust on mine, and that's the one I had used. But for those guys who are looking for a different alternative route for your bikes, this will be a different route to do, and it'll be a lot less expensive. Okay, so before we go ahead and remove the muffler, first off we need to do is we have to remove this whole fairing over here. So it's going to be this panel here, panel up here, and then this whole area over here has to be removed so we could get to the muffler. Okay, now that we got our whole side cover off, next we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, depending on the pipe that you're going to use to make it shorter. On this one, as you can see, he has an Akrapovic pipe, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove the pipe, and then we're going to measure from either the O2 sensor or a little bit before that. Now note, when you're doing a project like this, if you do remove your O2 sensor, you are going to get a check engine light. The only other way around it, if you were to weld another bong or something like that to the pipe and then attach the O2 sensor back on there, but that's not even a guarantee. Your check engine light may still come on. Okay, so we go ahead and we made a cut after the O2 sensor. So as soon as we do our straight pipe, we're gonna see if we're gonna still get a check engine light. If not, that's great. And I'll suggest for you guys to do the same, so that way it'll be less work for you guys. Instead of welding another bong, is what it's called, this piece over here. So this piece down here, if you were to weld it to another pipe, it's called a bong, and that's how you attach an O2 sensor. So we made a cut there. So next what we're going to do is we're going to remove the rear sets. So all this area here and this plastic piece down here, and then the muffler here. Okay, so next what you need to do is you need to loosen up the front end of the exhaust, so you could bring the exhaust lowered enough so you could actually get to the rest of the cut of the pipe. Because if not, if you leave the exhaust on, you have potential of damaging the casing of the motor. So good idea to avoid that is just bring down the muffler a little bit. Just loosen up. I'll show you which bolts that you need to loosen up. Okay, now that we got the muffler off, as you can see, we gave it a nice clean cut, and there it is. Now it's off. We're going to go ahead and put this off to the side, and now we're working on the small exhaust that was already on it. So next what we're going to do is we're going to put the small exhaust, and then we're going to clamp it onto here, and then we're going to put it back on the bike just to do a test fitment to see if we have enough clearance and to make sure that it clears out from the back of the bike. Okay, so after checking and checking the fitment of the pipe, we noticed that we have to cut this part of the pipe off because it will not fit otherwise. So you may have to run into the same problem. Just go ahead and cut that off. Like I said, after doing this project, you may have a check engine light regardless. Alright, now that we already cut the part off, now here is our exhaust. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on here, and then we're going to put it back on the bike, and we're going to check for fitment. Alright, so now that we already test fitted the pipe onto the bike, this is what we're looking at. Now, if you're wondering about this little peg, this is an indicator for when you are leaning low on your bike. It lets you know that you are getting close to the edge of your tire. So it's just going to give you a scrape mark to let you know you're getting too low. This could actually be removed by twisting it off. It actually gets some pliers and you could remove it, and that will get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start putting it together by using clamps to hold the two pieces together. Okay, so now that we got everything going and we had to remove the part for the O2 sensor, for the same, you're going to have to do the same. So to remove the O2 sensor, you're going to have to use an 8mm screw, and you're going to have to remove this screw here, and that's about it. And then unplug it from the inside by where the motor is. So those two screws will just loosen up the little clamps that are holding it, pull the cable out, and then just unplug it from there. Okay, now that you bolt everything down, now you just go ahead and you want to put everything back as you took it out first. Alright, so everything's bolted down, and yeah, so that's how it should look like, as you're already done with doing the straight pipe. Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and turn it on.
long.
All right, well, there you guys have it. There's the straight pipe. As you can see, we got a few people here because it is a customer's bike. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to push that notification button so you can get notifications for when I post new videos. And thank you for watching.